now turn our attention over to the weather as Nebraska Extension ag climatologist and Market Journal chief meteorologist Eric Hunt is joining us. Eric, it seems like we've been experiencing the roller coaster temperatures, warm some days, cold on the others. What can we expect over the week ahead?
Well, thanks, Bryce. Mother Nature did treat us to the roller coaster a little bit this week. This next week, in addition to the roller coaster, where she's also going to treat us to the car wash, and maybe in some parts of Nebraska, she might even treat you to a blizzard at Dairy Queen. Start off by taking a look on Sunday. We will see precipitation across the entire state by Sunday morning. We should see rain everywhere in the state between sometime late Saturday night and early Sunday morning. Higher amounts as you go further east. There is a potential for some icing across portions of north central and northeastern Nebraska. Now, it doesn't look like significant icing, but it's something to watch out for if you live up around Highway 20. Later in the day on Sunday, we are expecting a chance of severe weather across far south central Nebraska and getting into Kansas. So if you live in Republican City, Beaver City, please pay attention. There could be potential for some severe weather late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Sunday night, we will see rain transition over to snow across portions of western Nebraska and pick up in intensity in terms of the rainfall in central and eastern Nebraska. So again, we are probably looking at an inch to maybe upwards of 2 inches of rain across a good portion of eastern Nebraska, which is very beneficial at this point. So hidden day on Monday, though, things get a little more interesting, particularly across central and northeastern Nebraska, where you could get, some places around O'Neill could get upwards of a foot or more of snow. I think, generally speaking, 3 to 6 inches of snow is going to be pretty likely across central and northeastern portions of the state. So pay close attention to this forecast as we get closer into Sunday and into Monday. There will also be some wind, so there will be a little bit of risk of some drifting, and just please make sure you take precautions with travel and with the animals. The good news, though, is we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, we should get a break with some moderating temperatures and some chance to hopefully melt that snow fairly quickly. But our attention turns really quickly to another storm system coming into this part of the country by Friday. This one doesn't look quite as potent as one this weekend, but there's going to be a chance for some snowfall in parts of Panhandle, and I do think we will have some decent chances of precipitation, maybe some thunderstorms across portions of eastern Nebraska set into Friday. And then if you pay attention to this, there's another trough moving into the western U.S. as we head into next week. This will be paying us a visit as we head into the first week of April. And right now, the European model is actually showing pretty good chances of significant precipitation the first week of April for the entire state and entire region. The CPC is also pretty bullish on precipitation in our region the first week of April, and it is likely to be cooler. And the CPC, hopefully this is a joke, but they are showing a slight risk of heavy snowfall in the first week of April across the north central U.S. In terms of drought, we absolutely could use some moisture because we have seen some degradation across portions of northeastern and north central Nebraska. Now, again, this isn't drought, but this is that normal dryness. It's the first step toward drought if we don't start getting some moisture. So hopefully we can eradicate some of this in the next couple of weeks with these heavier precipitation events. Again, just looking back the last 50 days, this has been one of the driest periods on record going back to the end of January for northeastern Nebraska. And in terms of soil moisture, again, we continue to see top soil moisture decline, and even root zone soil moisture has really been declining pretty significantly in this part of the state for about the last, say, 4 to 6 weeks. The warmer temperatures for most of February and the first part of March have certainly helped with the acceleration of this decline. We have seen some improvement in soil moisture across portions of east central, south central, and western Nebraska, though with precipitation we did see last week, so that's definitely good news. This is very welcome precipitation, by the way, in eastern Nebraska we had late last week. Our soil temperatures are mostly in the 40s across the state, so we don't have any issues with frozen soils with this heavy precipitation. So most of this rainfall should go in, and I think that most rain that will be falling will be of a quantity and quality that will be going into the ground pretty nicely. So I think this is going to be very beneficial moisture for us. Thanks. Back to you, Bryce.